Back. You missed us? We're back. What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the BamCast Podcast. The BamCast, as always, is the home of the anti-PC. Shout out to Boom Drop Physics for the intro song, Prismatic Verse for the intro sequence. It feels so good to be back here with me. As always, is the faithful co-host, Bobby B. I don't know why you whispered that. But make sure to check out youtubebright.com, promo code BAM10. Get 10% off anything you have ordered. Welcome back to the show, guys. We took like a month and a half ish off, something like that.
COVID break.
Yeah,
lockdown break, I should say.
Yeah, we record on Sundays, and there was it 2-3 weeks in a row where like you weren't allowed to leave the house
on a Sunday.
From Saturday to Monday.
It was late.
Yeah, it
was very opposite, man.
No, why couldn't you just say it wasn't lit?
It was a quenched flame.
We're starting right back with the shits, folks. Have you heard of this EDP 40 whatever thing? Stop watching the kids show.
What the fuck is EDP 40?
Alright, I didn't know who the fuck this nigga was either, right? EDP 445. I didn't know who the fuck this nigga was until one day my entire subscriber list on YouTube, like Critical, all those people I follow, they were all talking about the story. So I click on it to find out who this dog is. EDP 445 mean eat that pussy 445, by the way, just so you know.
Okay, cool.
This man's like 30. He is
also maybe 30 stone.
He is internet famous comedian, known for like football stuff. Very, very big YouTube page. Mm-hmm. Cool. Got caught by these other page. I'm not going to look up the name of the page because this story just gets funnier. It was something like Creep Chasers or some shit like that. Don't worry, I'll link it below. I'll link the story below from Westside Live. Shout out Westside. He was caught texting a 13-year-old. Like it, a
boy or girl?
Girl. They posed.
Doesn't make it any better.
I was going to say that shouldn't make it better.
Doesn't make it any better. Was just clarifying.
I was going to say that should make it better, but it was a dummy. So it was an older person posing as a 13-year-old, and it got progressively weirder and weirder and weirder. Max in the shot. It got progressively weirder and weirder and weirder and weirder. It started from, first of all, why is a 30-year-old talking to a 13-year-old? And then it went into like daddy, little girl kind of conversation, that creepy ass shit. One point in time, he sent her a picture of his shit and him beating off.
As in his fecal matter?
His feet, shit in the toilet. I don't know why. Your guess is as good as mine, guys. I don't know why. So, he goes
13-year-old.
Yep.
He knows is 13.
That he's fully aware of his 13, and he has said several times, because it's like a 2-hour long thing of them going through the logs, and then they'd confront him, like you can see right there. So it's days and weeks of this going on, and the only time he ever felt guilty was post-nut clarity, and it wasn't because she was 13 and it's wrong. It's because he didn't want to go to jail. That was his only worry about it. So they eventually set up a meeting, and this nigga drives 30 miles to go link what he thinks is a 13-year-old. 30 miles in a bad man. When him get there, he's obviously confronted by these two people, and the man them is showing the messages, reading it. When I say messages in there, it's not like a paper with messages. It's like, you know, the notepads that fold back? Mm-hmm. It's full of messages, bads. And when them ask him, what were you planning to come and do here? I was just coming to get a cupcake. Dog.
A cupcake.
Dog.
So he drove
30
miles for a cupcake from a 13-year-old.
After sexting a 13-year-old for months.
For a cupcake. Okay, bro. Yeah, man. Sure.
The story gets even more funny. The man them who did load him up, the creep chasers, whatever, who did load him up, they then got flamed the day after because they're racist. The main dude is racist as shit. And like when I say racist as shit, I mean like he's on camera like on live being like, you can't say it, fucking niggers are gonna get upset. Oh, like him, look, dirty nigger, like he's going off. So it took a creep to catch a creep. The world is really, really weird.
The aliens must love this season of Earth, you know.
But
like the last couple seasons must have been fire.
Every season from the Trump election till now has been flames.
I don't. Is it filler arc though?
Maybe. Why? Wait, hold on. Filler arc usually happens when you fill in between main key plot points.
Yeah.
What the Trump administration have to be a key plot point?
Why?
It fucked the world.
It was too in your face though. Satire. Lion King 2.5. 1.5, sorry.
Oh, you mean a filler movie like that? Your child. Oh, you mean a filler? It could be. It could be. Nah. What? It was too in your face, so you think it was a... For any of you who aren't watching on the YouTubes and listening in the background, just know that Mac Attack and Sam are here. So if you hear little noises, that's who it is. So... So wait, you say it was too in your face, so because it was too in your face, but no, dog, that had fantastic writing.
Kept breaking the fourth wall.
That had fantastic. That was House of Cards, dog. Exactly. That had some fantastic writing. No, that can't be a filler arc.
All right, fine. So if that's a main plot,
and COVID can't be a filler arc.
So we'll just keep moving through main.
This is Jujutsu Kaisen.
The season them shot.
This is Jujutsu Kaisen. The arcs are shot, and there's no filler. It go boom, 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 boom,
That's
boom.
what's happening right now.
Yeah, there is no. There it is. There is no filler in this current season of Earth,
and that's why it feels so hard.
It's just mini arc after mini arc after mini arc after mini arc after. You just going through it, and then
character after main character.
Oh, dog! Like we were in the room earlier partying, like I did say. I asked Bob if Mercury's in Gatorade. No, Sam, that's fine. I asked Bob if Mercury's in Gatorade or some shit because everybody in microwaves, cool. Microwaves. Everybody on my team from Boya Things, big up guys, had a really rough week last week. And then I know Danielle posted that she also had a rough week, and like if you just check the timeline, it's like everybody was having a rough.
It's been such a long week. I'm so happy it's over. It's like, nah,
Wednesday.
boss, it's Wednesday.
Hey, I don't know what the hell was going on last week, but man, like you said, mini arc. You know, I hope the filler comes soon. I hope Slice of Life filler comes soon. You know what that is? Slice of Life is a genre where like nothing happens. It's like there's no minor conflicts like, oh, I need to go to the shop to cook dinner for the family. And like, you follow the day. It's a slice of life.
Food Wars.
Food Wars has way more action than Slice of Life usually will. Slice of Life is literally, you watch
just it for daily life.
You watch it for comfort. Life. You watch it for comfort.
That's a genre of anime?
Yeah. That's a genre of anime. So I don't really watch much Slice of Life.
Why would you? That sounds like reality TV, but hand-drawn.
Sometimes you just plug your brain out. I watch reality TV. I watched like 2 episodes of The Circle last week.
I've been watching Teen Mom.
Teen Mom gets good.
When it gets good?
Teen Mom gets good. I used to watch Teen Mom on MTV.
There was so much eyeliner.
But,
dog, like...
Man, but that was the style back in the day.
Crazy.
Yo,
man.
You know who I remember from Teen Mom?
Crazy bitch,
Amber Faris.
Oh, the porn star.
Yeah.
Yeah, Sam says she's still crazy now. She's now an artist.
So
her mother is an artist.
She went
Deborah.
She went from Teen Mom to porn.
And her mother is an artist.
You know pre that.
Wait,
so she's a teen mom, so what happened to her picnic?
Still with her?
Poor kid. Maybe we shouldn't judge from the outside, but I am.
Nah. Beat me.
Beat me? Oh, beat me?
What else ever would beat me?
Wait, hold on.
Catch me outside.
Sam, have you made Bob watch the show The Circle on Netflix?
We started watching, I don't remember which one was the
We tried the first one.
It's so dumb.
Yeah.
I like dumb reality TV. Let me look in my camera. I
hated it.
Dumb reality TV.
Love is Blind.
Love is Blind was fire.
No, Love is Blind was fire. I got through 2 episodes of The Circle and I was like, all right, cool, I'm done. Too Hot to Handle. I think I did watch that.
Fucking stupid.
How did it turn into a war on reality TV?
I understand your reasoning behind it.
Yeah, sometimes I just want to plug my brain out, bro.
But I hate that culture, media. Can you just fart? Wow. I hate that media has gotten to the place where we've commodified daily life. Like, as you said, there's slice of life anime.
Yeah.
You commodified literally just living.
Bob, I was watching a podcast.
You're selling daily life as a commodity.
I was watching a podcast earlier in the week, and they were talking about...
And reality TV fake. Like, that just reality fake. Like, that pissed me off. So, I just...
That part can piss you off. But, all right, but Pre, in the rise of seeing things like scripted reality TV that piss people off, I think that's why so many people gravitate to like vloggers. Like they'll have a favorite vlogger and watch them daily life because that's their actual. Like, they're not showing you the down parts of their life, not unnecessarily. Some might, but you actually seeing like real life. Sometimes life is boring.
I will understand more. However, I do still think it's weird when couples do YouTube channels because
I get it.
And then you have to something there. When the relationship ends, you have to make a announcement.
Breakup announcement. Yeah, I get why they shoot. I get why they do couple tube because people love relationships and they like to fast into relationships.
But that's my issues. Once again, the commodification of it.
Hello, your issue is the commodification of it.
Yeah, you're making a relationship something you sell.
But you're the capitalist man. You always say not capitalist man as in you are for capitalism. You're always the one who speaks against it, right? You always say it. If it exists in a capitalist world, it will be sold.
Yeah.
Man them sell air.
That don't mean I'm okay with it.
No, I'm just saying, why are you surprised by it? Or why does it bother you that it would be as popular as it is? The YouTube viewers must be loving this.
It's like something there. In Japan, you can basically buy parts of a relationship. You can buy someone to cuddle you.
Okay, she's gonna pull that out, Bobby.
Stop fucking up the mic, please. Appreciate it.
I'm cutting that out. Don't worry. I do share the sentiment, though. We're only 12 minutes in. Cool. All right, cool. We took a little break a while ago. Mackenzie was gonna destroy everything.
Fish.
You were saying in Japan how you can buy parts of a relationship.
You can buy a cuddler. You can buy someone just to spend time. You can buy a
cuddle
date.
bar. When I found out about a cuddle bar in a dog, like I've been down bad before.
I ain't never been down.
I've been down horrendous before. You see me, dog? I have never thought to myself, yo, I could pay
a bitch to hug me right now.
I'd pay a bitch to just hug me and rub my back right now. I have the mother. I have never been that horrifically down in my life, bro.
Otaku culture?
No, that's not otaku culture. It's otaku
the
culture.
People who live inside. What's it name?
Otaku, isn't otaku culture like weeb culture?
No.
Let me look.
The people who shut off from the world and just live inside and they lived all their life through anime and games.
Oh, yeah. Otaku culture, one of the most famous Japanese pop cultures worldwide, also known as kawaii culture. An otaku is the people who are obsessed with some pop cultures such as manga and anime. If you aren't an otaku who loves yeah, basically what you're saying. The
nerds.
The super duper weebs.
Super weebs.
I'm a weeb, but I'm
not a super weeb.
I don't know if I qualify.
I'm not a weeb.
But yeah, I'm not surprised by that. I'm actually, let me not lie. It's creepy that you can buy parts of it.
Why are you doing the shako?
I was picking my nail. It is creepy that you...
Pleaser, shaka, swaka, rocker, showstopper.
It is creepy that you can buy parts of a relationship. That is true. That is true.
It's like...
At least if you... a prostitute or a lady at night, whatever you want to call them, I get it. You get
with that.
That's the oldest profession in the world. You're
not selling a relationship.
It's a service.
You're selling the service of one sexual release.
Bro, being a cuddle?
It's like you buy a juice.
A cuddle? You don't
When you finish the juice, that's it. You got your money's worth. That's the end of the juice. When you finish the fuck, that's it. You got your money's worth. We hope. That's different from selling a cuddle.
A cuddle, you know. It's how down bad you are to be.
What are the KPIs in the cuddle industry? Like
10 snuggles are all.
You know, like
how long? Do you pay for the length of the snuggle? Do you pay for like just a hug, back
What the
rubs?
fuck are you asking me, bro? God? Like, when you go to the fuck shop, do you pay for different types, or do you just pay for the room and the woman?
Yeah, no. I remember when I work at Ship Me on Ripon Road.
You have very in-depth knowledge of the prostitutes that work on the road.
Nigga, they're the coolest people. So when you're done, they used to do this thing where you would work the store in the day, and then in the evening after the store is closed, then bring in the truck from the airport, unload the truck, restock the shelves, go again for tomorrow. So you could have make overtime, life was good, but you know, you're working until like fucking 2 o'clock in the morning sometimes. And you drive by, you get pan chicken or whatever, you'll smell, just say, yo, yeah, look for nothing. I always say no, but I love when other people would say yeah or whatever. It's scheduled. It's blowjob, suck and fuck, this, that. It's all scheduled.
So what's like a full house combo? How much does that go for?
Is that what's like a suck and
Like
fuck?
everything.
I think it was less than $2,000. It was less than $2,000.
Wow.
I remember that. And there was one dog that we worked with, that I worked with, who watches this show, so I won't call your name.
Well, you know yourself.
And you know who too. Every payday, cocky gets up.
That's my reward for having this long work week. I'm gonna buy myself a blowjob.
And I'm sure that was like grand. I'm sure it was cheap too.
Well, I must tell you, the working with my father business, the truckers, the drivers, as them get paid, you know, enough of them, you know. First place them go once them drive out of the ATM, you know, the fuck shop, you know. Like, I always say, if
it's the oldest profession.
I had the capital to start it, you know, that is the business, that is the industry I would go into.
If it was legal and I had the capital to start a brothel, I fully would. I fully would.
I'm renting rooms.
Oh, okay.
If someone is in the room with you, I don't have any control over.
Fun fact. The year prostitution became legal in Australia, divorce rates halved. Because the man when them coming home from work,
fuck it, I was gonna buy a fuck.
I just buy a fuck and then I can go and deal with this shit. Divorce rates dropped in half. There's this comedian Jim Jeffries. Is he might hear it from, and then I did go like look it up. His father, like his mother, was a drinker, and his mother was a drinker, and his father loved the prostitutes. So both of them didn't want to like kept money from either one of them because they knew exactly where the money was going. And whenever he was like, I'm gonna go for a walk, she was like, you're going to fuck prostitutes. I don't know why I said it with a Scottish accent, but divorce rates halved, bro.
If it works, isn't it?
There might be something to that. And also,
you know, it's funny though. I've heard it said also the one at the garage.
That's where you hear the most of the stuff.
The truth of the.
That's where you hear the truth. Like, honest to God, the barber shop and the garage is where you hear like the grimiest of grimy
A woman
things.
was saying that she has no problem with her man buying front because at least that take off some of the stress off of fear body. And unfortunately, I understood what she was saying.
How much fuck the brother they want fuck so dog?
She has no problem with that. They take off some of the stress off of her body.
Oh my God, how hard?
I get you.
How
I mean,
much
if you're okay with that, I guess that works for you. But
how
okay.
much is this brother going off, dog? That she's just like, yo, help, tag, you're in.
Tag team, you next.
Wow. I mean, good for him. Him find a situation that work. Enough people don't go find that. Enough people. I mean, I was gonna say something, but I'm not gonna say it because Sam would hit me. She has in headphones. Yeah. See, you remember what Sam did? Said that she expects all men cheat, so it's just an expected thing. That's got to take some of the pressure off.
I'm just living up to expectations, baby.
You know what I'm saying? Don't do it though.
Like, would you rather I fall short of your expectations
Be
of
an
me.
honorable
I
man.
must be true to myself. And
true to my-
exceed the expectation.
Yo, I saw, I don't know who the fuck it was, but it was an interview where the dude and his wife, he was saying that she's the one who wanted to get married, so they got married. But since they got married, the sex has fallen. And so he was saying that she wasn't committed to like maintain the same level of affection that they were at for the long term, but he's expected to be committed at everything else at the long term. And when him did said that, it's the first time I ever see a woman in an argument stop and go,
Fair.
I never thought of that. I went, bro, I pulled that back up 2 times. I was like,
Point.
hold on, that happens?
And so did a woman just openly admit that she was wrong?
Like, no way.
Did she-
No, this is Roy.
This shit not real. It's a simulation.
This got to be a
It's
simulation,
Sims
bro.
4, nigga.
But like, you see, these are things that people don't talk about, until after the fact. But it's also kind of expected because you can't stay at a 10 all the time. Like, I mean, you can because you're liver transparent. So, but I wouldn't stay at a 10 all the time. He said, Bob, if you could go 11, you would.
It's a sin of my people. A curse upon my race.
For those of you who don't know,
there's so fucking many of them.
For those of you who don't know, it's said that Indian people have white livers and as a result are exceptionally horny people. Just so, Barbone isn't white. Barbone's translucent. So, sorry for Sam.
You hold it up to the light.
You see right through it. So what's been good with you, Doug? We haven't been partying.
My Mercury's also been in microbraids. You know?
I feel good.
I was going through the long week that everybody else was going through.
I feel good.
This 14-day week.
Brother.
And it's funny. It's funny though that I've said that because Samantha did say that it just feel like it's just been one long week and it's really just been 2 long weeks back to back.
Yep. Real talk, brother.
So when we were like, oh yeah, I'm so happy the week is done, and people were like, it's just Wednesday. Nah, nigga, I finished a week and a half, but I didn't realize.
It's been one
It's just
long
It's just a
week.
slog.
Bruh. Oh.
Like my mother watches Kenzie on the weekends when I'm at work. I keep forgetting to call her on Fridays to confirm that the baby coming, you're free. And it's because I don't know what day it is. I just know which day I have work and which day I don't.
Yep.
And as that number is 6 to 1, I get lost.
Man said that number is 6 to 1.
That's a 6 to 1 ratio in the week. So
Yeah.
work to not work. So yeah.
I don't have nothing to input to my I've had a long 2
I
weeks.
think it's like
It's been shit. The world's-
You work at home. You work from home. And I feel like for me, if I ever did that, I would get so lost in the shit. Because I'd probably never leave the house. And I'd just be working all the time. So it's like I never leave work.
That happens sometimes, and also like devil find work for idle hands. So you find that there's a lot more time to do the bullshit while you're working, and you don't realize just how deep into the hole you reach until you're just literally sick and you're just like, oh, what the fuck? A dog. Long week. Samantha had asked me earlier if I miss going into the office, and I was saying yes and no. Because I like the flexibility I get, but I won't lie. If I 1 and 2 day, like a structure, I wouldn't mind. But
I think working from home can really only be truly successful if you have a dedicated office. Somewhere where work happens.
yeah, work happen down here. I sleep upstairs unless I fall asleep on the couch.
And work doesn't happen anywhere but in the office.
Yeah, no, that's not.
And once you leave the office, you leave work.
Yeah,
Because it's really hard. Like there's always talk about this work-life balance. It's really a fucking difficult thing to achieve, And people, I don't think, even though in the pandemic it's much harder than before, I don't really think people consider how hard it is. They hear of it. They hear talk about this work-life balance, and it's this ideal that we strive for. But in all honesty, I saw an article on BBC about third places. I was like, what the fuck is a third place? Like first, second, third? And it's that your first place is your home, your second place is work. Where's that third place that you go? Because of the
Shit.
pandemic and quarantine,
Shit.
there's no third place.
Where's that third place that you go? Fuck, I don't have a third place.
No, we've all lost our third place.
I don't have a third place.
And that's grinding us down on a global level.
Fuck, yo. No, that actually blew my mind. Like,
Yeah.
I don't, where, I work.
I saw that title of the article. What the fuck is that third place? And I read the first sentence. I was like, oh,
Work
shit.
is home. Home is home. Where's my third place? I gotta work on that. I gotta work on
You
that.
can't have work-life balance without at least one third place.
I gotta work on that for sure. For sure.
Because generally, if you work at regular 9 to 5 full-time job, you are tired when you leave work. So when you go home, it's really just to sleep to go back to work. So you sleep at home, you work at work. Where is the recreation space? The third place.
Mike,
The third place. And because of the quarantine and COVID,
we don't
we've
have
all
a third
lost the
place.
third place.
You know, I was contemplating starting my taekwondo, like not competitively, just the martial arts aspect.
You get up in the morning and do you what's the thing? What them call the poses? What them call
The patterns, the kata.
Let's be out there, the kata in the morning. Yeah,
Yeah, but you know,
in the sunshine, burn your incense, drink your green tea.
I'm the kind
Be an
of
old Asian lady.
I might don't fucking play with me. It might really fucking help. But I've been contemplating because just as I didn't put it in those words just to have a third place, but just to have like a healthy outlet of stuff, something to burn off. Because when I was a kid, right, I didn't have no depression as a kid, bad man. I used to just go outside and run up and down in the sun and burn up, and then go sleep.
Here's proof.
Yeah, I never used to have no depression, bad man, or no anxiety. I used to just get up
You just do things.
and like watch TV, and then when the show them done, go find something else to do, and then when that done, find
Thanks,
something else to do.
capitalism.
Like, I never had any anxiety as a child or depression or any
entire
any
value
random
as a human
addictions
being.
or anything like that. Like, but as a 28-year-old adult, I got all of the above.
My entire value as a human being is now directly tied to my productivity.
I want to figure out how to reset my mind to that kid stage sometimes, not all the times, because you need to be an adult, you need to
tell
do
you
work
what
and
you
shit. But
You leave the city behind. You go from urban to rural. No. You think I'm not telling you to run away, that's my plan. You can come to the commune, there's a space there for you, but that's not what I'm telling you.
Okay, cool.
But I saw another article, just so happened to be reading it this morning, about how remote working will change other human behaviors. Like not just how we work, how it will affect other things. And one of the things in it was where people live. If rural areas improve school and transport systems, or not even transport necessarily, but most of the school and stuff like that to support wealthier or more developed or educated population, then people who do remote work can move to these rural areas, knowing that their kids will be okay because there's a good school system or whatever. And because you're outside of the hustle and bustle of the city, you have nature. People don't understand how important just seeing nature really is to you. You have nature around you. You live a easier, less stressed life.
True that.
So remote work, as we're saying, good and bad. Like I wish Samantha is telling me a friend of hers is going through Central and South America.
Yeah, she was telling me.
Yeah.
And she working here. Like, through her company.
She works online.
Yeah, and basically.
And it's because of that flexibility is able to travel and work. Like I wish I had an online job like that. However, as far as I see, the skills I have don't match things. I can't cook food online. So
Yeah, you're very hands-on. Yeah, I'm very thankfully that I work from home because it helps with a lot of things, definitely. And it allows me to be a lot more flexible in a lot of what I do. But work, even if like say you get through most of what you need to do early, you still can't, just go be a degenerate because you're at work. Structure. That don't really apply in a long-term pandemic. It's been over a year, and you kind of find that, okay, you have to be really disciplined. You have to be really disciplined with what you do.
she's eating paper.
You have to be really disciplined with what you do, and when you're going to do it and like stuff like that. Otherwise, you will really, like you say, get lost in the sauce mind. It's I can't wait till outside open again. I miss the concept of outside.
Put your foil hats on, kids. My preet. I tell you, the pandemic. Here, man, sir. It's a really is a really, really long-term plan that you'd have to look so far back at things that you would definitely say, nah, dog, you can't connect those dots at all. But it's a long-term plan to separate us from literally our roots. And I mean literally like plant roots. Like, I always say people don't know where the food come from. People don't understand where anything come from. People don't understand our impact on the earth. They feel like the earth is obligated to provide us with everything and we must just take and do nothing and destroy it. So it's and that is required by capitalism. Capitalism requires demand to thrive. So capitalism is not about supply, you know. Capitalism is really about creating demand for good.
Mm-hmm. That's true.
And the more it makes us demand things, is the more we want to consume, is the more we eat this planet. But in order to do that, in order to consume, in order to be okay with the costs of this consumption, we cannot understand or really realize the true impact it causes on the planet. Or anybody with a conscience would go, Jano, maybe we shouldn't do this.
Anybody with a conscience being the operative word.
So, moved away from each other. We've lost contact with the planet already. We've now losing contact with each other, which has been happening for a long time as technology connects us, but also keeps us further apart at the same time.
Physically keeps us further apart, but connects us like mentally in cyberspace.
Exactly.
The Matrix.
Right. Wall-E.
Yeah.
Yeah. So we have more otaku people. You have more people who just live inside, away from everybody. Hermits, because they don't need to go outside to interact with people. They can just do it online, on the phone or whatever. But we're, as apes, never forget that apes, we're social creatures.
Yep.
We require social contact to function as normal human beings, unless your brain is wired differently, in which case you have a mental defect.
Lucky you.
Lucky you. Big up. You're a loner. But generally, we need social contact, but we're being conditioned to not need it. We're being conditioned to be by ourselves. And how much easier is it to control people that are separated and locked off one by one versus a group of people that come together as a united front?
I mean, everywhere that has quote unquote opened back up, niggas be outside.
Me and Samantha watch a blood clot piece of movie today. The Mitchells versus the Machines. It's on Netflix. It have the same kind of graphic style as Cloudy with a Chance of Meatballs. Mm-hmm. It's fantastic film. Not gonna lie. And basically, this guy creates a smartphone AI thing, but after 3 years of it being the hottest thing in the world, he creates a second variation, which is actually a full-on robot, and then throws away the first one. The first one feels betrayed and ends up taking control of the new robots, uses it to imprison all of humanity, and then the plan was to jettison humanity into space because there's no reason to save them.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Whoa.
So
whoa, that got dark.
It bad. Like fantastic film. Nah, like. And the whole thing is that the technology that we create is as much as we use it to help in all these things, we're not preying how it fucking us up in the back end.
Yeah, there's this thing on Netflix that I'm afraid to watch, The Social Dilemma. I think that's what it's called. It's basically like all the tech insiders, people like Jack from Twitter, everybody talking about just how social media has like fucked us up.
A lot of tech people they set limits on how much tech their family uses.
Yeah.
Because they know it's bad for you.
Yep. They know it's bad for you.
And it's like cigarettes. They know it's bad for you, but they're still gonna sell it because there's demand.
Yeah. Even if you put the pictures on the front and smoking kills on the front.
In Australia, 90% of the box has to be covered in warnings. Only 10% is reserved for the name of the product.
And them still sell.
Yeah.
The companies that like do shit like that, you know, like even like let's use cigarettes, alcohol, like those companies, opiate companies. Doug, did you know that they did you know that they had put in a small town, I don't remember what the town is called, but they had put on the front of alcohol bottles, alcohol causes cancer, just like how they put it on front of cigarette. And they were well within their legal rights to do so. And the alcohol companies literally within 3 days had them remove all of it because they couldn't afford the lawsuit that would come at them. So instead, they just put now at the back of the bottle, drink responsibly. Because outside of heroin, alcohol is the second most addictive substance in the world. So drink responsibly is like a tongue-in-cheek phrase because you're not gonna. For those of you who are so inclined to not, you're not gonna. So I thought that was a funny tidbit of history. Tobacco company, the man them just take it one step further and go on, them are gonna do it anyway.
Yeah. I just remembered why I brought up the movie. The robots turned off Wi-Fi.
That must have healed life for a while.
The world devolved into chaos
Without Wi-Fi?
in like 3 days. Yeah, they turned off all Wi-Fi
So
on the planet.
why would you? Is that okay? Cool.
So it's either you had a hardwire connection or you use your cell data.
Oh, so you still had internet?
But people are so like tied into this Wi-Fi thing that they literally lost their mind, and the planet. The robots used it as a way to capture people. They brought down the storage cubes and said, "Hey, there's free Wi-Fi in there," and people jumped in droves.
Wow.
Is the movie showing that how much we let
Technology
run rampant? And the guy, the head of the company that created the AI called PAL, his name is Mark.
Hi, Mark. What's up, Marky Mark?
Black guy named Mark.
Hey,
That's you. You're a black guy named Mark.
Shut up. You reminded me of something. It's not plot related, but it's just an event that happened that made me wonder how would people react to that. In this show, Terror on Resonance. In the show Terror on Resonance, the protagonists who are terrorists launch a plutonium bomb up into atmosphere like above Japan and detonate it up there, and it causes a big ass EMP and knocks all light out in Japan for like months. I wonder how the world would react if like the world itself lost electricity, like just for a week.
We'd lose our minds. So place would devolve into chaos. A whole heap of people that dead. Number one.
Yeah, because
there are a lot of people living
in the hospital. Yeah,
and if planes fall out of the sky, you have all of those people.
Oh, Jesus Christ. Plane, no, yeah, I was gonna say plane at 500 fuel, but you need electricity to get all that shit going to like, and then land and then yep. Planes would just be.
Yeah. So the plane crash with the coke. So. Yeah, we would devolve into chaos. But yo,
almost
let
immediately.
me tell you something, dog. I've been preying this.
He who with the big gun would reign
This thing
supreme.
about humanity, see? A long time what about, dog? And like
in the grand scheme of things,
in the grand scheme, no, but in our scheme, a long time what about, dog? Like I was reading about something called, and this is really nerdy, the Hanseatic League, which was a association of cities that traded in northern Germania in the 14th century.
Okay.
Nerdy shit. Because I was playing this game called Patrician. But anyway, it's
This man plays the weirdest games in
games. According to Martin, you can't win. So what's the point? You can't win.
You
it just
tell
might take
me,
months
what's the point in playing a game that you can't win?
to have fun. But anyway, as I was saying,
Yes, sir, go on.
so I was reading about the Hanseatic League. And what was I saying before that?
Hanseatic League. I'm really stuck on this whole game you can't win point right now.
That's what happened to me too.
Yeah, you see, because you can win the game. Shut up.
But anyway,
You're talking about the Hanseatic League, the world would have turned to chaos.
How long we've been around.
Yeah.
So these things were around in the 1300s. I mean, I just imagining to myself going on a wooden boat in the year 1300
And so we're
just going until we hit land. And when we get off, the people who, if there are people that live there, they probably want to kill me.
Good,
They
eh?
more than likely speak a different language. So I don't know what the fuck they're saying.
Good,
So
eh?
even if I come peacefully, they're going to kill me. And if I'm going there to kill them, there's going to be a fight in which I might die. So, and this was just everyday life, man. You born and you're dead by 30,
We said
and
it
you
on,
lived a full fucking life.
I think it was the last podcast we said it on. It's the safest time to be alive, dog.
That's crazy. Like man who lived to 50 is old.
Man never live to 50, dog.
Oh no, but man, like 1 and 2 man would make it to 50. Old boy, dog. Like how you don't dead from bucking your toe
And get bloodshot, and then your
You
blood
get an
get poisoned,
infection.
and then you're dead.
Yeah.
Dog, days before
Come man never
medicine.
wash hand before them do nothing.
No. I wonder
Cause
what,
they never,
how they wipe the
germ
ass.
theory wasn't a thing.
How they wipe the ass? You
With
think
the hand
you-
or with leaves.
or would you just squat and like the squat
squat
would
and
make a
poop.
clean shit?
Clean shit.
Because you eating roughage and all them things. Like you just make a clean shit and
Plus then
step.
you just pull your peasant clothes back up. You bathing.
step.
You only bathing twice a year anyway, maximum.
God, the smell. This history must smell horrific.
Dog, like even London. People talk about Victorian London with these very rose-colored glasses. They never had plumbing, right?
Yeah, they just throw the shit
They threw the
outside.
shit out the window, literally out the window into the street.
Right in front of the house.
So the entire place smelled of human shit, piss, and horse shit and piss.
Dog!
And people and coal and soot and there's
smoke.
smog and it's just disgusting and you're 12 and you have a child. And you work your husband working in the coal mines. He's 13.
He's 13, dead by 15 from black lung.
Yeah.
Ah.
What the fuck? The kid that you have is the first surviving one out of 15. Like,
I thought of this before. I don't know if I said it on the podcast, but I have to ask Bob. Childbirth, or like way back, like when Homo sapien did just done beat off Homo erectus, and we are now people, and we are now
Homo sapiens
beat off Homo erectus. Double entendre. Anyway, childbirth, dog.
That's like a football entendre.
Like.
A lot of women died and a lot of kids died.
That's what I was praying. I was like, how you did figure out what to do properly? How many people died before you figured out what to do properly?
My guy, we are still having initiatives nowadays to reduce childhood mortality. What's the word I'm looking for? Birth
mortality.
Yeah, like mothers dying at childbirth.
It's a very dangerous thing.
Kids dying at childbirth. 'Cause there's a thing, pluripural fever that is caused by an infection of the uterus after childbirth.
Because I would imagine it's an open.
It's an open wound. Niggas is dirty. There's no sterilization back then.
Yeah.
So women would die from that days after giving birth all the time.
God damn.
And yet you still have stories of people who had 12 and 15 kids out of them vagina.
That survived. That survived.
Yeah, they had 20 overall, but 12 survived.
Yo, hold up, pause. All right, we are back in from this break. I had to go check to make sure everything was good on that side of the room. Yes, I did, sir. On the break, I found out Bob would be really mad if Sam was watching Teen Mom without him. For all that talking was talking.
That's a lot, by the way, guys. Just so you know.
I know him love watching trash shows. He just likes to complain and be grumpy.
Because they're horrible.
But you watch them though.
No, they play in the same room that I'm in.
While you're on your phone playing football?
Yes, generally. And sometimes I end up following the story on accident.
Dog, I wish I loved playing games how you like play games, because that would be such a hours of distraction for my life.
It's my drinking.
It would be hours of distraction for my life.
It's my drink. It's my cocaine.
Sam, he plays games that him can't
She's
win.
talking about the one I can't win.
Him play games that him can't win. I don't overs it.
Y'all niggas wanna understand my love of city building sims.
No. You're one of them niggas that play Minecraft or whatever.
No, that too far. No,
That-
you're going
that-
too
that
far.
crazy.
You're going too far.
I don't know.
Mason and Miles play that game. That I don't play that.
How you play Minecraft?
Me don't know how the youth them nowadays are playing Fortnite and these shooters nowadays where a million things are happening on the screen.
Hell no.
You're building while shooting, while parachuting, while flying.
Call me old, but like I like the Call of Duty where you could
rise rifle and boss boy chest.
I like the Call of Duty where you could turn on the bots and like max out the field with bots and then just like max out the
knives and pistols
and max out the difficulty, and then no matter which game you were playing, it was going to be a really, really hard game because game of bun. Like I could not play Fortnite and then playing it on them phone, dog. On them phone with screen without like no feedback, no button, no mount. Like, nah, I guess I'm old. I can't do it. I fucks with
I'm worried
Among
about
Us,
the next
I fucked
generation.
with Among Us.
Yeah, until it got popular, which is unfortunate. But
It's like Angry Birds. It had its face.
never got into Angry Birds. It was too frustrating.
Angry Birds was fire.
The new. I'm worried for the new generation of gaming. Like, it most likely just going to leave me behind.
Oh yeah.
Like, I'm not going to do holograms.
For those of you watching on YouTube, there's a Nintendo Wii right here and an Xbox 360. I like
We
to
fuck
play.
with these
I like
still.
to play Mario Kart with my niggas or Mario Party with my niggas in the same room, and you're roasting them when you clap them with a red shell or something. The Xbox, I like to bust people head in Halo. If I get Call of Duty, whichever one you can put bots on, I'd be so happy because I would just be burning game. Like those games I can play. Games on your phone, nah. Games on your laptop, only like emulators, and even then I'm playing GBA games. Like I'm not into the super new games.
The GBA was the perfect handheld system. You think Nintendo knew they were in the fucking bag?
The SP was the perfect one. SP was backlit.
Yeah, and rechargeable.
Yeah, the
and
SP
it could fit in your pocket.
And clamp it down, drop it in your pocket. Use the same cartridges that the GBA did use. It was backlit.
Fair.
Perfect.
Fair, and you could turn the backlight on and off, which I don't
Same.
know why, because I never did.
You turn off backlight at daytime, turn it on at nighttime.
Nah, turn that shit on
In-
the sheets after you want to tell you to go to bed.
Yeah, you just roll over and push it under the pillow and start burn some more Pokemon. Man.
Those are the fucking days. I want back at SP, you know. I want to recapture those glory
like
days.
Dog, low key, I really do.
Like
And you could probably find one on
I
eBay.
could focus on some Fire Emblem right now.
I have Fire Emblem for the Wii right over there, dog. I actually, there's a Fire Emblem game on the phone. I play that one. I actually do play that one from time to time, but I can't sit on it for too long.
Pokemon Ruby.
Which one did I prefer, Ruby or Sapphire?
I have-
Emerald. Emerald was the shit.
Crystal's still the best Pokemon ever made.
I hear that all the time. Why?
It's the nicest one. That's the one with the Legendary 3 dogs.
I was gonna say there's always a legendary 3.
No, the Legendary 3 dogs.
Yeah.
And Ho-Oh.
Ho-Oh was in Crystal?
And Lugia.
Oh, everybody was in Crystal.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. And Crystal was the first one to introduce the night and day system, I
I
think.
think Lugia was in Crystal.
Yeah, I'm not going to fact check you on that
Pseudo
one.
Udo.
I played Pokemon.
Goldenrod City with the radio. You got your bicycle. There was the nursery. You could put in your Togepi.
I played Pokemon.
Dog, there's so much nostalgia tied to me on that fucking game. Like, if I,
No, I'm trying
I
to
wish I
remember.
had it again.
I played Pokemon Blue, Yellow,
I only played Yellow, Red.
Crystal, Emerald, and then everything after Emerald did play.
I haven't touched anything since Ruby and Sapphire because I hate the leaf green, whatever.
Leaf Green and Fire Red.
Fuck those.
Why? I love
They're
those.
reboots.
I love them.
I played the original game.
All right, super hipster.
I was there.
All right, Mr. Hipster.
I was there the first time.
I was there
my
the
guy.
first time, bro. I'm way too cool for this shit. All right, Mr. Sir.
And the newest iterations, garbage. There's one of the Pokemons is a washing machine. Or he turns into different household appliances.
I still, at my big old age, like looking up when like new Pokemon come out, the new games or whatever. I like looking at the trailer and like when people break down the new starters or whatever, because I just like looking at the starters.
Ever be better than my nigga Typhlosion.
Blaziken would like to talk.
And he would lose in the talk because Typhlosion is fire.
As long as you know Blastoise is king, all is well. Blastoise is king. I would shell anybody with my Blastoise.
I never had a
madman.
Blastoise in my entire Pokemon
Really?
career. Never did it.
Bro, I beat the
And
whole.
I don't use water types.
I love water types. I love water types, and
You know why?
it's not ghost. It's dark.
Water types have the highest special defense. Fuck that. I want the highest special offense. Fire type.
Bruh. It would be so.
However-
it would be so fulfilling. You remember when you plug in your Game Boy with the bridge in them and on the plane, and the man click you with a hyper beam and your health goes because it's Blastoise, and then I claw to you and you have no defense and it goes zzzt. Strong defense, bro. Beyblade. The green one. What was his name again? Shit, dog. All right, no, I'm gonna remember this. It was Dragoon, Drigger, Dronzo, and Drasil. Drasil was the defense one. How do I have the capacity for that fuckery? Wow.
You never know your school book like that?
No, I did not. I did not. Wow. Yo, Beyblade, let it rip.
You even know the song? Fuck that, dog.
Did you ever fuck with Beyblade?
In the show? No.
No,
but in like
like
first and second form, we used to do it at school.
Yeah, that's what I meant. Like, it was
Yeah. But like,
I used to watch the anime. Fuck you talk about. I watch all versions of the anime. That shit was fire.
you remember shit like Bakugan?
I couldn't get into it and I tried. It was too weird.
It's like, is it Yu-Gi-Oh or no?
Yeah, no, it was too weird. The only thing, by the way, I never understood the Pokemon card game. Never. I just
had them.
I just collected them because they look pretty.
Yo, I remember that like back in the day in prep school, you used to get like the Pokemon bubble gum, the fake card, them with the big flat pink bubble gum on the back of it.
Yeah,
Yo.
you used to get the fake Yu-Gi-Oh booster pack them too. When I go swim training at stadium, you know you could have buy like you have the soup place, the food, sweets, everything. Some of them fake booster pack.
Yes,
slide them in, slide them into my deck, you know, and just hopes and nobody don't pre the card them too close. But what the fuck was I about to say? Damn it!
Buying the lyrics book them.
I never did that, you know. But I tell you what I did though, right?
Buying the little fish them from
no,
the fish tank.
I used to like play the song, like, you know, play a couple words in, write it down. Play a couple words in, write it down. Play a couple words in, write it down. So
you wrote your own lyrics?
You know how many songs I sang wrong?
Yeah, this goes through.
That's what I used to like. Look for a song I really did like. Or I just play.
That's like when we used to record it to get a ringtone.
Yes. Dog, you remember infrared when you'd have to catch your phone them up to get a password? Bro! Yo, technology's come a long way. And in some ways, it's gotten fucking worse. I'm looking my camera for this. The Disney Channel used to be infinitely better. You remember Friday movies? You remember the concerts? Disney Channel didn't used to have commercials. They filled their commercials in with my super short show or little shows like that. Dog. TV.
I'll tell you something, dog. The fact that I can look at anybody born from 1990 to 1997 and say, look at the Irish and them go, yeah, dog.
Yeah, dog.
Smart house.
Yeah, dog.
Yeah, dog.
13th year. Yeah, dog.
Brink. Bumbo Clot.
Yo!
So Johnny Tsunami.
Dog,
what's the motocross one?
I think it was called Motocross.
There you go.
Dog, wow,
Or
yeah.
Motocrossed.
Yeah, Motocrossed. And he was his brother and sister, and she was presented. I can remember all these movies, dog. Y'all want to watch some of these again.
Look at the Irish shows, my shit still.
Yeah.
Smart House did fuck with me.
Smart House. No, I fucked with Smart House.
No, it did fuck with me because I like bombard the house going them. Because the host just sucked up things into the floor, so I was like, shit, it going them.
13th year was my favorite one out of all of them.
Nigga turned into a mermaid, dog.
Yeah, that was my favorite one. That and Johnny Tsunami. Those are my favorite ones.
Brink? I don't remember a
shit,
fucking thing about Brink, right?
I keep Brink. No,
I don't remember a fucking thing about Brink, but I know that shit was fire.
I'm picking Brink. I don't remember the story of Brink. I think
Brink other than the rollerblades.
The rollerblades, and then the
niggas doing like some hardcore downhill racing
with the fucking wrist guards and shit on. I used to have the wrist guards and want to rollerblade. Oh, dog.
Bumper cut, the niggas that rollerblade look bad.
Man, the movies can make some stupid shit look bad in a dog. There's an anime called Haikyuu. It's about volleyball. It is one of the baddest show them watching a while, and I purposely didn't watch it. It's like 4 seasons in. I've only watched.
It's about girl bottom?
No, it's real actual, like, it's a sport anime. Like it don't sound like it should be bad.
It's a sport anime.
It don't sound like it should be bad, and I don't watch sport anime.
It's like if I wanted to watch a series about a particular sport.
Literally, that you have sports anime like God of Tennis.
So you followed one particular character,
or a team,
or a couple of characters.
It depends. If it's a team sport, you can follow like the team, and there'll be the lead. Or I don't know, to be honest with you, because I don't really watch sports anime. Shamar used to, so I used to like
fucking weirdo. Big up yourself.
So I used to you might get Toonami. So you'd like before Dragon Ball Z, something like Prince of Tennis would come on. So I wouldn't really be watching that. I'd be doing something in the background, but Shamar would be watching it, so I'd be hearing it. So I get the idea. I wasn't really interested in sports anime. I watched this one because it's on the top 3 of like all the great stuff list. The man, them can entertain you with anything, dog. Them can make anything look bad, man. Think about you remember the movie where it was about a downhill derby. I don't know if it was a Disney movie, but it was like a downhill derby, and the kid was in a wheelchair, and it was literally just cars. It was literally just
the derby around.
yes,
They built the car around the wheelchair.
so him could pull with the handbrake, and it was literally just about a kid going down the hill in a straight line.
But
No blood.
invested.
With my whole heart.
Invested.
With my whole
I
heart.
want my nigga to win.
Man, cry when him lose. Like
Free my nigga crip.
I think this has been a good pod. We should wrap it up here. What you think?
I want to go upstairs for some chocolate.
This man has a problem, you know.
Yes, sir.
Thank you guys for listening to this episode of the podcast. If you're watching on YouTube, just give us a like. You don't even have to leave a comment. Just give us a like. Help with the whole algorithms. But if you want to subscribe, that'd be lovely. You know what I'm saying? Thank you, Bob, for
And
following.
hit that bell after you subscribe to get all our new videos.
Shout out to youtube.com, promo code BAM10, 10% off anything you've ordered. Boom Drop Physics for the intro and outro song. Prismatic Burst for the intro sequence. We out. Dropping bombs on your moms.
I really want the chocolate. Fuck car alarms.